The dating app Hinge has the slogan, designed to be deleted. And I have deleted it several times. Not so much from finding love, but more from remembering that I hate talking to people. We'll be doing, our thing on the app. We're messaging, and then maybe one of us gives the other person their phone number, and they're messaging off the app. And then about 2 weeks in, I remember that I barely like having conversations with the people that I know in my day-to-day life. And now I've invited a stranger to have expectations of me. It's the worst mistake. So I always end up deleting it within 4 days. That's the number one cause of deletion. The number two cause of deletion is that I learned that British men don't like it when you pretend to live in their neighborhood and are actually in the United States. I don't get it either. I became an expert catfish at the beginning of the pandemic, though. I would put my location as your neighborhood, England, when I would really be in my bed, Virginia. Because that's what we all want, right? We all want some kind of dramatic, romantic foreign affair that we can tell our grandchildren about. We all want our kids to have cute accents. Don't lie, you do. It's like in Friends with Ross and Emily. We all want to marry a shrill Brit who ruins our friend group, divorces us after 3 months so we can marry our best friend. I don't make the rules. It's life. So I'm working my way through those steps. I've checked off trying to date British people. It didn't work, so I'm moving on to finding out that I am in love with my best friend. Don't clap, it's awkward. Oh boy, it's awkward. I've never wanted to file a restraining order against myself. Anybody else know that feeling? It's uncomfortable. We are at that point in our friendship where neither one of us is very communicative in general, but I want to talk to her all the time, and so I'm having to make up excuses for things to tell her about. So I just moved. I moved cities, I moved apartments, and I was telling her about the move and how the first night we were here, there was this crazy thing where the fire department came, but there wasn't a fire, but she asked if there was a fire and if I was okay, so I think there's connection there. Basic human decency. Love match. But I did just move, so I have other things to distract me from wanting to constantly talk to her. For example, we have fruit flies in my new apartment. We decided to try to get rid of the fruit flies by smoking them out. Apologies. The oven decided to try to get rid of the fruit flies by lighting itself on fire. It did kill the fruit flies, but it also caused some other problems. And so the oven lights itself on fire while I'm making dinner, and I see it, and I'm like, fire extinguisher. Because I watch 911, I know what to do. So I run to get my fire extinguisher, and I come back into the kitchen, and I think, in my brain, I'm like some badass FBI agent style, like Black Widow, coming in with the fire extinguisher, shimmying on the floor to get under the smoke. In reality, it was more of like a crab walk, with my nose being plugged, the fire extinguisher just kind of like waving around like crazy. So we called the fire department because clearly this wasn't going to get anything done. And I was pretty stressed out about the fire, but I did have the presence of mind to be very salty that they didn't send the cute firefighters. Because, like I said, I watch 911 on Fox, so I know how life works. Firefighters are all hot single dads who are just waiting to find love at the scene of the crime. Not these firefighters. They're very nice, though. They're very nice. I do now know the answer to that age-old question, what would you grab in a fire? My answer is my water bottle and my cell phone, because I'm practical and also a basic bitch. But the thing that this fire helped me to realize is that I really genuinely am in love with my best friend, and I'm also kind of desperate, because when our oven caught on fire, the first thing I thought was, oh, thank God I have an excuse to text Morgan.